So, next year is going to be the 2014 Commonwealth Games, and I know what you're thinking. I'm not the most athletic looking of people at all. The most exercise I get in a day is running for the bus. But what I have noticed is that although I'm not really the most athletic of people myself, my body seems to be wanting to take part. It seems that my tits are in competition with my fanny to see who can touch the ground first. But it's okay because it doesn't matter either way. I'll still win bronze, silver and gold. I just think how that would look on a podium if that was on TV. Here, who won that race? 2 tits and some big fanny. Because I am being more kind of body conscious as I'm getting a bit older and turning 30 soon, and you are thinking, you young bitch. It's kind of scary, and I'm realising how generations have changed. The generation now of teenagers, they're all in love with, like, Hollywood has sold horror characters to teenagers. You're no longer afraid of people. You've got people swooning over vampires and fawning over werewolves. And I'm thinking, okay, so Hollywood's doing that. Who can better that? Who can kind of go along with that theme? And the BBC are missing a trick. They should totally do that. They should go towards the OAP market. Imagine the Beach Grove Garden, but with Freddy Krueger. He's got a hand for a trowel, he's got a cuddly jumper, and a cheeky wee laugh. Think about it. He's the perfect man of any granny's dreams and nightmares. I was in Edinburgh recently, Edinburgh Dungeons, and I thought it was great. You're kind of in the underneath of... Right, do I need to stand away because I'm getting feedback? Still learning, ladies and gentlemen, still learning. So Edinburgh Dungeons, you're in the kind of underneath, and it's all, it was the plague, and it was scary, and all the rest of it. And then I got back to Glasgow. Then I thought, Glasgow really should have the equivalent of this. Why don't we have the high flats experience, where you walk in and you're greeted by the neighbour, I've lived here for 50 years. Never seen the outside, never. The most fun that they have in a day is hanging out there washing. And then you go to the pishy lift up to the top and see the view over Glasgow, and then you come back down the pishy lift and you're chased out by the Neds going, "Gonna geese 20p!" Although what they're going to get with 20p, I'll never know. Sorry, I've just forgotten the next bit, which will come back to me if I keep talking enough. See, this is what nerves do to you. Nerves are like, ha, you're not going to remember things. So high flats, and I live in tenement flats myself, and the annoying thing is that sometimes you can hear things through the wall, and I'm quite a considerate neighbour, I kind of turn the volume down and make sure it's not too loud. But I was raging. I could hear my next door neighbours domestically abusing each other, and I thought, how inconsiderate. See, when I beat the shit out of my boyfriend, I at least have the common decency to put a pillow in his mouth before I break his jaw. I'm only kidding. I don't use pillows, I use a cushion. And I would never choke him because no one would ever make a joke about that. I'm only kidding. I don't actually have a boyfriend. I just like to join in and punch pillows. So as you can tell, I'm single. I have been using internet dating sites recently. Ooh, scary. Yes, this is the face that you will see on the news next week. Or Lizzie will just find me. It's okay, Lizzie. You'll know what to expect. One of the things that first comes to mind, or rather, one of the things that you can't miss when you're on this website, apart from the crazy faces, is the titles that these people have, like spice up your life, and I'm thinking, I hate curry, why would I want to date you? Seriously? And then I'd seen one and it said fisherman. I was like, oh, okay, does that mean that he's into fish? Will he take me to a tapas restaurant? Does it mean that he wants more than one woman. He's on, because the website was called Plenty of Fish. Really should have started the joke with that. That might have helped. Tell it right. Kind of helps. So it's Plenty of Fish. So the guy put fisherman, blah blah. So I thought, tapas fish, maybe he's saying fisherman because he wants many women. He's gonna, threesome, foursome. The guy's got high hopes. Good luck to him. Then I thought, well, wait a second, this is Glasgow. Fisherman. That probably means he's going to have a date with someone sharing a chippy down the Clyde fishing for crabs. Or catching crabs. Possibly. But the one that really disturbed me was this guy, and he had a pure check me out look on his strange face. Shades and everything pure, check me out. And the title said, Smang. Smang, S-M-A-N-G, and I was like, what the hell does that mean? That sounds really interesting. And of course nowadays there's this thing that you can go to for finding out anything that's really interesting but obviously very disgusting, called Urban Dictionary. You find everything out the wrong way on there. It brings up some kind of awkward conversations at Christmas time, talking about docking. Anyway, I'll save that for another time. So I looked up smang, a man with the intention to smash and bang a woman. So this guy's chat line was basically, I'm going to turn you into a traffic collision with my cock. These guys shouldn't be on Plenty of Fish, they should be on Crime Watch. Just thinking, oh my god, what's wrong with these people? It's so crazy. And it's just mental because it's crazy how much technology has changed everything. Before, if you wanted to find a flat or buy something, you would go to a notice board. You used to have Gumtree. Now you've got Gumtree and you used to have all these notice boards. Now you've got Facebook, and you used to, rather than going to the pub and getting your gossip. And I've kind of mucked up this joke slightly. So it's not kind of going to work. And now where you've got Twitter, you used to have self-harm, where you would have for real, LOL, hashtag YOLO, because they're so zany. Despite the fact, I've got lots of technology myself. I've got my laptop on my smartphone. I'm not very smart though because I still forget everything. Doesn't matter how many reminders I set, it doesn't matter how much I use my calendar, still forget everything. And my mate was like that to me, well, why don't you just tie a bit of string around your finger? And I'm like, how the hell is that going to help me remember anything? She was like, well, you'll see it in the morning, you'll look at your finger and you'll go, aha, I remember what that's for. And I'm like, right, okay. Exactly, I know, that's going to work. So I tied a bit of string around my finger, went to sleep. Woke up the next morning. Why the hell have I got string around my finger? Do not know why I've got string around my finger. And of course, if you don't succeed, try again. So the next night, I'll tie a bit on my finger. Right, next morning. Still don't have a fucking clue I've got fucking string on my fingers. So a month later, I wake up, still don't have a clue why I've got all this string around my fingers, but I did learn the art of hand knitting and made myself quite a rather fetching scarf. And one of my mates gets to that age where all my friends are getting married, having kids and all the rest of it. Not me. And I got invited to my mate's wedding. It's like, yay, gonna be bridesmaid and all that jazz. And so my mates are all saying, what are we going to do for the hen party? Why don't we go to Prague and get pissed, or why don't we go paintballing, or do what they did in Hostel, kill people in Brussels. So we thought, oh yeah, we'll go for a night out, we'll hire a room in a hotel and we'll all get pissed and we'll all go to the hotel later. So we get in the limo and we're all getting pissed up and all the rest of it, and we get in the function and we're like, woo! Why are there all these people here? I don't know. This guy with a speaker, must be a karaoke night. So woo! We all get a seat and we get the drinks and we all sit down. Turns out it's an auction. So we're all just bugging it. Every time we said sold, take a shot. Every time we saw a vase that looked like a phallic object, take a shot and buy it. But the thing about it was absolutely brilliant because it saved having to buy anything in the wedding list. Because rather than waking up with a bunch of strippers, we woke up with this antiques and mantelpiece pieces all around us. It was the best haul ever, and we all had all our money on us. So rather than having the bucket, everyone just bought us stuff. I think they just wanted to shut us up and get us out of there. The night that I got a sugar daddy. Anyway, so I was lucky that weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Certainly. For God's sake, come on, single girl gets lucky. Come on, people. Guys, why is that only for a guy? Girls gets lucky. It's like check you. It's like, come on, shut up, Ray. Shut up, Ray. Don't echo me. Please be nice. I'll buy you a drink later.
That's just 5 up.
Okay, my time's up.